get into our movie of the week. We are doing
Sinners.
Oh.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
Phil has a disc over there. The reason why it's too far off is a Robin Williams movie. One of his greatest voiceover achievements. It came out in 1992. It was directed by Ron Clements and John Musker. And you know, it's just a Disney classic, man.
I had one question because it's an aspect ratio question for how you guys watched the movie. And like the aspect ratio from when this went to like when it got released, they made it on a certain aspect ratio, and they cropped it up for the theatrical release. And when it got onto Laserdisc, they gave you the original aspect ratio again. And it wasn't until the 4K release that you got the original aspect ratio. So my question was, especially if you watched on Disney Plus, did it have the original aspect ratio? So did you have the lines on the top of the screen, or did you have them on the sides? Is the question.
Top. Mine was letterbox.
Okay. It would have been how they did it. So.
Yeah, I had letterbox for Disney Plus.
Okay.
I think I'm the same way. Go back.
And I only watched it on Disney Plus because I was here, so I downloaded it to my iPad so I could take it with me.
Oh, okay. No, that was the question: is how Disney Plus showed this movie.
Yeah, it's letterbox. But I think I have a DVD of it from when it came out, and I think that's.
So you see, Vizsla, you got the original one too, the widescreen on the side.
On the sides,
yeah, that's the original.
I think my DVD at home is the full screen cut, but yeah.
They almost had me because they had Aladdin 1992, then 2019 right next to it. I was like, which one are we supposed to watch again?
Right?
Oh, definitely.
The Will Smith one is not
on the sides on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's on the sides. Yeah.
So all right. So if it's on the sides, you got the original, like the negative aspect ratio. And if it was across the top letterbox, then it was it was like the more like the theatrical ratio. Just like an interesting note though, but they didn't really give you that again until it came out on 4K. Disney gave the goods when it came.
Robin Williams is the reason why I watched this, why I picked this, because his performance vocally in this is just it's legendary. I think. Like, even watching it again, the movie still has it. Still has it when I was watching it.
So, I mean, I don't remember from at the time, but he basically, like, it was not like they wrote lines for him and said, "Hey, go into the booth and say this." They just kind of went, "Okay, we're going to tape you for like 3 hours and then make a movie out of that." So there's
he's also the voice of like the merchant at the very beginning. Besides Genie.
Mario pointed that out to me.
Yeah, he's the voice of the merchant at that very beginning scene, and he's also like the genie.
And I said this last week: the voice of Steve, or the voice of Aladdin, is Steve from DJ's boyfriend from Full House.
Oh,
that's right.
And as he pointed out, he was only main cast for 1 year.
For one season, and then he comes back for one episode the following year, and then he's gone. You never see him again.
He comes back as recurring. Like he's in a couple of episodes.
No, it's a high school relationship. What do you want?
What are some moments from this movie, guys? What are some moments for you in this movie?
So, you want the green shirt guy moment? Because I told you there's going to be at least one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, they're in the streets or whatever on the run. And, Jasmine's pretending to be a street urchin or whatever you want to call it. They run into the guards. And, look, a street mouse. And she says, unhand him, and then flips her hood off. And all of a sudden, they realize who she is. So the hood, like, what kind of Clark Kent nonsense is that? You knew you recognized her face. Like, come on.
It's the world of Disney.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I enjoyed the movie. That one was like, wait a second.
That's their only green shirt guy moment?
There was that. Did you notice when he makes the wish to become the prince, and then he's changing a boo to different modes of transportation? One of them was a car.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, well, that
Yeah.
wasn't invented yet, but it's fine.
I think around that time he also pulls like Sebastian from The Little Mermaid out. Like,
Oh yeah,
so-
Yes.
yeah.
And then when Aladdin says he will free him, he's like, I've heard that before, and his head turns into Pinocchio for a few seconds.
Yeah. Yup.
I love those little nods.
There's a lot
to
of like
Disney
little
properties.
like Easter eggs in this movie.
Mhm.
Am I frozen?
What was there?
No,
There
you're
were
not
some
frozen.
moments though. There were some moments in here though.
I like that. I thought the CGI.
the guy who got the beetle thing, he's like, I had to slit a couple throats to get it, but I was like, whoa, Disney.
Hey, yo,
Uh,
kids.
the CGI with the
Yeah.
Temple of the Wonders, that I thought held up very, very well all these years
It did
later.
look good, yeah. Yeah.
Is
Like,
that
honestly, this
CGI or
film
just
looks
real
very
good
good.
animation?
Well, they were always cutting edge with this back then.
Yeah. I can't tell you what happened since then, but yeah.
I miss
I mean,
these.
I
When I was watching
really
I miss
love
these
the,
anime movies.
I mean, I just really love the cavern and the escape and everything.
Oh, it's great
Mhm.
action. It is a great
you got-
action
you got-
sequence.
you got amazing
Yeah.
action there.
What amazed me in this too is the acting, if you will, by the rug is so well done. Like whoever animated that knew what they were doing, because when he kind of yells at him and he slowly kind of hunches over and walks away, you're like, oh, the rug said, but it's a rug, so there shouldn't be any emotion, but you fully get it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the music in this is really good. Like,
This
The
is
Whole New
the era
World
of
won an
Disney.
Oscar.
yeah,
So it got the Oscar for the song.
that's a great
And like
song.
that kind of brought me back to like Disney. Like we haven't had like a great Disney song since like Let It Go. But like before, during this time period of Disney, like
Back
every
to
one of
back.
these movies had a song on like the
Yeah.
radio.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, and this
Well,
was
kind of,
A Whole
yeah,
New
this is-
World.
And side note, this is the first Disney movie that a Disney princess did not wear a dress.
yep.
Mhm.
Jasmine wore pants.
That's true. Did she wear a dress at the end though? They were getting
I
married.
don't think
or something?
so. I don't
Did she
think
have
so.
a wedding dress on or something?
No, I don't think so.
Like I miss these animated movies. Like I know they're trying to get more modern with the CG animation, but there's just something about 2D drawing animation when you do it right
Mm-hmm.
that really lets your imagination like get into it. You know, I think they should go back to trying to do this. I don't know why they
Yes.
left it.
It's cheaper to do it on computers.
Yes.
And as it is, they don't pay anybody properly anyway.
True. It's still cheaper to do it on computers, though.
You know?
This is also the era for my hashtag of animators sneaking dirty jokes into their movies.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Did you catch
Oh,
the one
yeah.
from this movie?
There actually was more, and they
Oh.
actually trimmed it down.
So in this movie, what the balcony scene when the tiger attacks him, which tigers are jungle creatures, why it's in the desert. But I'll move on. When the tiger attacks him, if you listen very carefully, she says, "No, Raja." In the background, you hear, "Good teenagers, take off your clothes."
Well, I think in that part of the world, they allow them to have tigers. Not whether that they're from that area. They usually get them.
That's
Shipped in.
I get it. He's a sultan, so I moved on. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
This movie, it just brought back nostalgia. Like Little Mermaid and Aladdin are one of my favorite animated movies, and I think I saw this in the theater.
I saw this.
I think I remember seeing this in the theater, and it just had everything. It had a good story. It had good voice acting. It had Robin Williams. It had the sad moments. It had those moments where he didn't want to give his last wish up for the genie. had a good villain in what was the villain's name? Jafar. And Iago is this classic.
Iago's great.
Side. Yeah, Iago's great.
No, I
Gilbert
stick the
Gottfried.
crackers down his throat.
It was really good. Anything else? Any moments that you liked in this movie?
It was funny that what Grinch guy says about what the animator snuck in. I was a teenager during this time.
Mm-hmm.
I was 13 years old when this movie came out.
First time I saw this, saw a lot of this, was at the what happened was it came out, when 92, and it came out on video in 93, and it came out 2 weeks after Mortal Kombat came out for the 16-bit consoles.
Mm-hmm.
And Suncoast Video at the mall had the Super Nintendo with Mortal Kombat in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I had cut school one day, and I remember going to the video store and just playing Mortal Kombat all day. And this was on repeat the whole time I was at the video store, just playing Mortal Kombat.
Wasn't
I don't know
there
who
an
worked at the
Aladdin
video
game?
store, but he came over. He saw me play Mortal Kombat for 2 hours. Came over, grabbed the second controller, whooped my butt real quick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was
an
and
Aladdin game, no?
What's up?
Yeah,
An Aladdin
there was.
game as well.
It was Aladdin game.
Yeah, there's Aladdin game.
Yeah.
There's also, and out of this movie, I don't know if you guys ever seen the play. I went with Kamaria to see the play Aladdin. That is phenomenal play. If you ever get a chance to watch it on Broadway, it's just a great play. And they also have the live action, which had Will Smith as the genie.
My son saw it. They didn't love it.
I wasn't too big of a fan of it.
I didn't see that one actually, and it was.
It's basically this, but live action and Will Smith.
And then there's a romance for the genie crammed into it.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, so they added a servant girl, and she's just there for the genie to have a subplot, so that when everyone gets a happy ending, Genie gets a happy ending with her too, which lends to foreigners thinking that Americans are obsessed with happy romantic endings, and honestly, I can't blame them anymore.
Well, here's the thing: Genie's happy ending in this story is that he's free.
Yeah.
He also has to have
That
a
should
love
be
interest.
enough. That should be enough. No, it's Will Smith. We got to give him a story, baby.
I almost feel like maybe he's you got to give me more. But
That could very well be true, but whatever. The movie version of this is actually one of the better movie versions.
Yeah, I remember when this came out because it was right after, I think this came out in June or July of 92?
It came out 92.
it was summertime. I
Christmas
remember
time.
that.
I think so.
Christmas
I think
time.
yeah, it came out.
Was it Christmas?
time.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was summer too. So also during this year is when the 92 Olympics with the Dream Team.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 92 just had a lot going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My last point for this movie will be Ezra Bridger. This was the model for Ezra Bridger, was Aladdin.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So you can definitely see it. Yeah.
So the one.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's you. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say one of the things that I don't know why it popped into my head while watching this time. There's different, not tropes, but different similarities between cultures around the world. There's this thing that happens, and then there's these cultural stories that are very similar, different parts of the world. Why is it that in the, I guess Arab world may not be the best way to say it, but in that culture is the only one where we have magic carpets? Why is there no other culture around the world that has some kind of flying device as part of their, innate mythology?
Well, China does.
Do they have flying carpets in China?
Yes, because the story of Aladdin originally takes place in China. Although when it was written, it still had Arabic influence. So there's a lot of Arabic names and everything. And a French woman translated it for 1001 Arabian Nights. And then, of course, we all know that version. But the Chinese version, like, there's two genies. There's one in his ring, and there's one in the lamp. And the villain is his uncle, or a magician, a sorcerer posing as his uncle. So, like, it's and you know, the only reason I know this much about it is when I was a little kid, before Disney ever released Aladdin, there was a puppet movie of Aladdin that I watched with all of these details in it.
Very nice. All right, let's get some numbers here. We'll start with Steve Vizzle.
I guess start with me. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Sam, I'm literally just joking. Don't beat me up like you did last time. This was a great movie. Touched all the nostalgia buttons of mine. The theme song of this film was, I believe, it was the first Disney film to win a Grammy for Best Song of the Year. So that alone for the soundtrack, I love the soundtrack for this. Robin Williams, fantastic job as the genie. I'm gonna have to give this film 8.5.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Phil?
You know, I'm a little bit partial to this in Little Mermaid. So I'm giving this, and I enjoyed watching this again. It looks great still. It sounds great. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm giving this a 9.
Oh, 9. Very nice.
And side note, this is more upbeat than the last film last week. I just want to put that out.
Far more upbeat. Far more.
I'll take you on a roller coaster. Take you on a roller coaster ride.
It's on you, Cliff.
Yeah, like Phil, I have a special place in my heart for this and The Little Mermaid. Like Steve Vizzle, I felt this movie has aged like a fine wine. I am also gonna go. Not to mention, you got this wild ass, gay ass villain too. But like, I am gonna go with an 8.5.
Green shirt guy.
All right, so you guys are gonna hate me. I like this movie, so this is not my rating. May not fully.
He doesn't like this
whatever. I like it. It's not my favorite of the Disney movies. I did get nostalgia while watching this movie. I remembered all the lyrics of the song, so I'm singing along with it. I just like a lot of other Disney movies more than this, so it's not a knock on this movie being bad. there's other ones I would rate higher, so I can't give this a high grade because the other ones have nowhere to go. So I would say 7.25.
Now we're doing 0.25s.
Well, I got to put it somewhere. It's not a 7.5.
Jeez, give it the 0.5. We just get the 0.5.
Can't do it.
You know what? We should use the CGC system. In the CGC system, we should do the 9.2, 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, and 10. And then we should go to 8.5, 8, blah, 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 till we hit under 2. Then 1.8, 1.5, 1.0.5. We should follow the CGC
This is ours. This is ours. We can do what we want. It's not CGC.
I want a formal format.
Formal? Who's doing that? All right, my number for this while I'm looking up next week's movie, I'm gonna give this movie a 9.0 because I thought it was a great movie. Kept all its feels. The songs kept me good. I'm all about the story and at the ending where it puts me at the end. And I thought it was really, really good. The animation's still up to par, and I give it a 9, which gives all of us an average of 8.25. That's 0.25 above the IMDb. So that's great right there. Brings us to next week.
Where